button. Alright. Welcome in, YouTube. You have now joined the stream 1 hour after we spent playing daily games and shit. Congratulations. Let me pop out your chat real fast so that I can kind of see what you guys are saying. Here, I'll greet people on the initial here. Chad and Twitch chat gets the priority. So if you wanna talk and not send super chats, you gotta come to the Twitch chat. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. It's a lot easier for me to keep up with one single chat than trying to balance multiple. But welcome in, everyone. YouTube chat sucks. Thank you for the $2 King Kashova. I will be able to read the super chats. I will be able to read the super chats here. I don't even need to get on YouTube. I'm just late. Excellent. All right. Today, I'll do our intro because this is probably going to also end up being a YouTube video. So today, we're gonna be making prison food, but not just any prison food, because I've heard some of you motherfuckers been in jail, and you've said actually not all prison food is bad. There's some that's bangers. So I gotta specify, we're not just making prison food. We're making specifically prison food that has been deemed inhumane by editorial outlets. Hang on a second. It's driving me crazy that I, like, swapped the position of these when I was working on some shit in the subathon, I think it was. And now I got this big-ass box. Put this back. Put this back! Alright. Catfish Man, welcome in. Have you heard about the peanuts in the chili? No, I haven't, but that sucks. The general idea is that the prison food all sucks, but specifically the ones that we're gonna go over today are foods that are deemed punishment foods, which suck extra hard. And finding recipes for these, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I had to use Internet Archive to find one of them. And I don't even think it's like it's that secretive. I think it's just like, well, no one wants to make this shit. So why would it be on the internet? Suck extra hard like these nuts. That sucks ass, King. You can do better than that. Also, meet yourself. Thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate you. What is the worst thing you have eaten, and do you think any of these will top it? The worst thing I've consumed, at least on stream, is probably the cigarette vodka that I made during the infusion stream. And no, I don't think any of these could even conceive of topping that. I don't think either of these are going to be the worst thing I've eaten. I think maybe the heart of them being considered inhumane is the fact that you have to eat, like, nothing but this for, like, a week straight or more. Because these are specifically foods that are designed for people who are in, like, solitary confinement or are fucking around. The reason why it's deemed inhumane is because it's being used as a punishment. And a lot of organizations think that food used as punishment is inhumane by design. The thing that I'm not going off of, because I was looking through a lot of articles, I was looking through a lot of different stuff, trying to figure out what constituted, like, an inhumane prison meal. And a lot of what I found was stuff where it's like, oh, this is inhumane because they're serving it like moldy, or this is inhumane because it's got like weevils in it, or like bugs. And it's like, no. Specifically, the only ones we're making here are ones that are inhumane due to the ingredient composition of them. And that was a little trickier to get. But it's basically, so stuff that goes by, yeah. I guess I'll say what we're going to make. So the first one that we're gonna attempt to make, and I've got a couple here. Some of these are modern, some of these are older. We're gonna go off of, some of these are like throw them in the brig type of prison foods, but then the first couple are gonna be like modern prison food. And the first one, the one that got me wanting to do this to begin with, is the warden burger, which I have a recipe for right here. My printer is giga fucked up, so it's barely, like, legible on the page. But this one hails from Ohio, from Cincinnati. There's a crazy old prison warden who gives this to prisoners who act up and actively uses it as a punishment, which has led the one of the prison advocacy groups, one of the main ones, to say that this is deeply inhumane. And there was a whole controversy around the warden burger. So, what it contains, and now, I'm not going to be making this in the quantity they make it for a prison, but I had to go to so many sites before I found someone who actually gave an ingredient list. So, what this has in it, I'm going to scale it down. 1 large can of tomato paste, 13 pounds of flour, 3 pounds of dry milk, 13 pounds of oatmeal, 19 pounds of beans, 30 pounds of ground turkey, a pinch of salt, 13 pounds of chopped cabbage, 13 pounds of chopped carrots, 13 pounds of diced potatoes, and 5 pounds of onions. That's our composition for the warden burger. And then we have another one after, and I'll go over that one when we get to it. But this is what we're going to be starting out with. It's a lactose meat bomb. Yeah, the thing that gets me is that all of these punishment foods have shitloads of fucking dry milk in them. Uo planning his go-to meal for when a 3-letter organization arrests him for one of his intentions. I'm not gonna go to prison, dog. I'm not doing anything sketchy on this here channel. Just educating the masses for epic things. Also, thank you for the $20. Requiem de Proto. The FFA is watching the stream. They're gonna report me to the fucking Farmer High Council, bro. It's over for me. Government gives you a lot of bags of powdered milk. Oh, that might be it then. It might just be a supply thing. I think you got this recipe by dubious means. I didn't have to trade cigarettes or butt sex for this. Someone else did, which is why it's on the internet. Prison maxing, educating the masses and fattening our asses because we watch them while sedentary. You don't necessarily got to sit down to watch the stream. Add a like in chat if you're standing up while watching this. I should say standing up. Give a like in chat if you're exercising while watching this. No, a government agency has not contacted me about the shit I do on this channel. Aye, aye. Hang on. I'm gonna do a Twitch poll and a YouTube poll. Have you ever been to jail/prison? Yes. No. All right. I want to know what percentage of my audience has been incarcerated. And I also want to know, because multi-streaming is still novel to me, I want to get a split and see which audience is the more incarcerated one. All right, hang on a second. Start a poll. Ask a question. Have you ever been to jail/prison? Start poll. I gotta see what it ends up to. Do you really want to know? Yeah, I do. What do you mean, do you really want to know? I can see it when I switched over to see the YouTube poll alongside. I can see King Kashova is over there telling people to come in here and type the feet command. You're being a bastard, dog. You're being a fucking menace. Aye, aye. Alright, hang on. I haven't, but my uncle is a career criminal. 25 Twitch chatters have been in jail or prison. By comparison, wait, does it tell me how many? Or am I gonna have to calculate it? 16% of the Twitch... Hang on, 16% of the YouTube chat has been to jail, but only 10% of the Twitch chat has. In my defense, it was for work. That doesn't count, okay? That doesn't count. How are you not dead? I discovered you a month ago. Oh, welcome in, brother. Because I have a strong will to live. And most things you can simply will yourself out of dying for. It doesn't count? I mean, presumably I mean incarcerated. I didn't write incarcerated, though, because... As I said, I don't think the babies watching on YouTube know what the word means. Okay, I'll stop being mean. I'll stop being mean. I did 1.5 years for putting my car into a Dollar General on Ambien. Non-do-me first-time chatter. That might be the most crazy first-time chat confession of all time. What the hell, dog? Was the Dollar General on Ambien? The way he typed it, it certainly sounds like it was. Alright, so 32 Twitch chatters. 32 Twitch chatters were incarcerated. 15% of YouTube chat. Hang on, I gotta calculate what that is. Because it's 257 votes. So 36, or sorry, 39. 39 versus 32. So roughly the same in each chat have been incarcerated. I have a warrant out for my arrest, but they're never gonna find me. Dog, where is your sense of survival? Don't be writing that shit in the chat. Does Disney have prison? Disney has a backstage area where they'll hold you for questioning if you're caught stealing or something. What the hell? You can go to fucking Disney prison? That's awesome. Pound for pound, you have a decent prison percentage. I know, right? I feel like the prison percentage is pretty solid here. Disney is a whole city. They got a fucking underground, like, secret section, dude. They got an underground secret section. Kind of like how my entire operation here is an underground secret section. Have you ever made a prison stinger? Superior Monty, if you look up the video where I made hot pot in a toilet, I used a prison stinger for that. But I didn't make it myself. It's not too hard to make. It's just a resistive bit of wire. Let me switch you guys over to our wonderful cooking cam. This is where we're gonna be making. This is where we're gonna be cooking stuff. Let me get let's see. Turn the mic on for over there too. Turn the mic on for over there. You'll hear a little echo. Dr. Freak is back, baby. He's back. He's back. Dr. Freak is in the house yet again. Hang on a second. I was trying to make it so I can still read stuff on my tablet, but I don't think it's gonna be like that. If you make a mix with everything here but condensed milk, it looks like it'd be good. What is that thing? What is what thing? Don't worry about it. Here's nothing too, like, egregious here, okay? Oh shit, I forgot to put away my heat pads. You know, I realized we never used the Giga heaters when we did the hot hands cooking. The hot hands cooking actually had results that I didn't expect, namely the fact that you can make it get like giga hot by adding peroxide as an oxidizer. I gotta revisit that with like, I gotta revisit this with the intent of like building like a reactor or something that runs on hot hands. Dr. Freak is in the house. Can you do a gluten-free version of the recipe? I think if you're in prison, you might just fucking die if you're a celiac. I'm not really sure how that works, because that is like... that is a pretty serious disease. Lucky Cat, thank you for the 400 bits. I had to go for 6 months because a homeless woman said I flashed her in a Home Depot. What the fuck? They don't account for that? It's actual torture? I think that would make it too inhumane. Because, like, what we're about to make is something that's supposedly pretty nasty, but it's not, like, make you vomit nasty. It's just, like, not very good. Dude, where'd I put my fucking mask? Where'd I put my mask? Is where the mask is. What the point of the mask is. I know I had it, like... yeah, I have a lot of them. Ah, here's one. I think they're all in the laundry. When can we get a face reveal? I had a fucking sub goal during the subathon. It was a stretch goal for it. At this point, it's been too mystified. You only get face reveals when I accidentally dip my head in front of the camera. In prison, every inmate has a stretch goal. Zeno, you're too horny brain for this chat. I mean this respectfully. Your ass is always saying shit like this. Calm the fuck down. I am sad the recipe has no raw milk. Do the poor people not have raw milk? Wait, what? Why do you want raw milk? Like, raw like it's just like non-powdered, or raw like it's unpasteurized? What if you did a stream making lolcow recipes? What is a... I'll tell you what, message me a list of lolcow recipes if they exist. And that actually would be a funny thing. But what does that even mean? Stop saying raw. Okay? I have an accent. Deal with it. You guys are always... you're always getting my ass for something. It's never good enough for you. Raw like from the nips? They ran out of their nip budget, I think. Everything King Cobra made? Yeah, I should make the King Cobra fries. R.I.P. King Cobra. What a legend. People lolcowed him, but for him, I really did just like his cooking videos. They were very entertaining. I've never had prison food. Well, I'm gonna show you how to make it. You can look for yourself. I have a burner down here. I just realized. I think all of these are baked and not cooked on a... I need to fix my printer. This shit is like hardly legible. If you're like, oh, I can't see it on the camera. Don't worry, bro. I can barely fucking see it in person. I think we need to... As like crazy of a proportion as this is, I think we need to make 1/13 of this amount. So where it says 13 pounds of flour, it'd be like a pound, 13 pounds of ground turkey. Maybe just half, honestly. Maybe divide it by 26. How have you not died yet? Because I take care of myself, man. I'm not that crazy, okay? Give me a break. 13 pounds of, okay, so half a pound. Fuck, I didn't bring a scale either. Hang on, wait, what else did I need from upstairs? Knife. Let me go get my knife and a scale. Now I'm sure when they make this in prison, they don't fucking weigh anything out that accurately. And it's more of like a rough idea. Right? He's pooping? I'm not fucking pooping. This is the most nutritious meal this man has made on stream. That's not true. When did I have that Hello Fresh sponsor and I had to cook their meal on stream? Yeah, he ate horse food. Alright, I see how it is. I want like half a pound of most of this stuff. Half a pound of turkey. Half a pound of cabbage. Hang on, what do I do? Ingredients. Mix all this. Mix well and then add the following items. Okay. Half a pound of beans. How many beans in one of these? It's like a pound in this. It's like half of this. Okay. Now, they don't specify what beans. I'm willing to bet that it probably doesn't matter too much. The red Alfredo was quite nutritious. I can't remember what I made for that, but I remember... they need to sponsor me again, because they were pretty good. I liked the free, like, food they sent me. It was really good. It was quite nice. It's quite pleasant. What prison food are you making first? Right now, we're making the Warden burger, which hails from Cincinnati, Ohio. So, this one got in the news more recently for being considered inhumane. I think it mostly got in the news because the warden who makes it and names it after himself looks like a character from a cartoon. And I think it made for good news. So, you know. that might be what was influencing it being in the news specifically. Alright, we want half a pound of oats. Oh wait, shit, that's a lot of oats. Oats are light. Half a pound of oats. There's meat in this, but there's barely any fucking meat in it. Half a pound of flour, which would be a lot less. Overfilled a little bit there. Oats, brother. I require oats sustenance. Flour. This is even... This is just a vegan bean burger with meat. Oh, do you know what? I should have gotten like a Boca burger or something, and then compared it against the horrible prison food and see which one tastes worse. Because when I was a kid, Mom would feed us those all the time, and I didn't say it to her because she would have whooped my ass, but I was always thinking like, dude, this is literally fucking prison food. There's someone in chat named Meat. Wait, is Meat here? Boca D's, what, you may ask? Shut the fuck up, Peanut. It is actually called Boca. But it does sound like a D's nuts lineup. Oi, oi. Ohio cuisine is... Yeah, get out your Ohio jokes. Oh, well, you're from Ohio, so everything is prison food. Shut the fuck up, okay? You're not as original as you fucking think. Flour, 3 pounds of dry milk. Okay, wait. 3 divided by 26. Hang on. Where's my calculator at when I need it? The amount... I'm sad to... Hang on. You're good enough for me, son. I'm proud of you. Thank you. All this work for Loaf. Prisons could serve gorilla biscuits and horse electrolytes. No, they should not be serving that. That would be inhumane. That shit sucks. This isn't Loaf, though. I know, because I have the recipe for Loaf right next to the recipe for the Warden burger. And I'm not gonna lie, if I'm guessing in my mind, and I might be wrong, I think the Warden burger is gonna end up being a little bit tastier than the Loaf. I don't think it's gonna be, like, delicious or anything. But, like, comparing them 1-to-1, the Loaf looks pretty fucking bad. Where's... Okay, I was hoping I just had... Where'd I put my calculator at? I can just use my phone like a normal person, but, you know. Thank you for the $1, Jesus. I appreciate you. We a Biscuit, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Aye. Just flew from Cincy, Erlanger just morning. The pilot shit talks Skyline chili. I've never had Skyline chili. I'm not gonna name names, but when I was on the road trip, there was an opportunity to get some, and someone in the car didn't want to get Skyline. Not to name anyone, but someone there was like, no Skyline. Someone there didn't want to shit their pants on the long road trip. Don't do it. I gotta get it at some point, man. It's an Ohio classic. People come in chat and fucking ask me about it. All the time. You didn't even try to debate it? Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, we just won't. I wasn't gonna be the one. 3 pounds of dry milk. That's 3 times 16. 48 ounces of dried milk. Divided by 26. 1.8 ounces of dry milk. Alright. See, this is the calculations I gotta do to deconvert this. Deconvert this from its overpowered status. Swiss Miss dry milk. I'm surprised how, like, nothing this smells. I guess I've never used dry milk for anything. Oh, it's real light. There's only 13 ounces in this whole... I don't even have a pound if they were going to be pushing me to do that much. Dry milk. We're making a meatloaf patty? Yeah, basically. It's called the Warden burger. This is just prison hardtack? Yeah, and if we have time, I want to make actual hardtack to compare against. You gonna beat the meat yourself? Yeah, it sounds awesome. I'm about to fucking beat my meat on stream. Alright. Half a pound of beans, so like half this can of Great Northerns. Roughly. Beans, I'm guessing, are just cheap protein that they can add. I made hardtack in middle school, and it turned out pretty good. Interesting. I only know hardtack from cartoons. Nah, it's an actual, like, thing. Wait, hang on. Half a pound of ground turkey. By the way, and I'm sure, like, whatever the government is using, they're probably getting ground turkey really cheap. This is gonna be like a... Ew, why is it textured like this? Ew, why is this textured like bush? I'm sure the government is getting, like, really cheap ground turkey. But at the store, just buying it like I did, it was more expensive than ground beef. It was $6 a pound. Also, it's literally like pink slime for some reason. Alright. And then a pinch of salt, so they're not completely cruel here. Get a little salt up in there. Is this even gonna be able to, like, pack together or whatever? That's more than a pinch? Or are you still under the impression that pinch of salt means, like, no, pinch should be a 4-finger pinch. That pinch of salt is plenty, brother. I'm gonna have to add, I feel like I'm gonna have to add water to this. To, like, thicken it up to the point where it can actually fucking work. Grind the beans. Need bean juice. That'll help bind it for sure. It's coming together a little bit better now. This isn't all there is in it. There's vegetables in here too that I haven't added yet. Okay, that's pretty like well combined. You tell me to add egg. There's no fucking egg in here, dude. I can't add shit that's not in the recipe. The whole point is to have it as authentically as possible. Now, we need half a pound of cabbage, which I'm gonna try to get. This knife sucks. I didn't bring my good knife down. Anytime I cook on stream, I always use this dog shit one instead. I might actually need to, like, blend this up or some shit. practically as possible. Uses 1/13 of the ingredient. Brother, what do you fucking mean, man? I don't have to make... Do you know what the end of this thing says? Makes about 144 9-ounce servings. Are you fucking real? I'm not making 144 servings. Fuck off, dude. You can downscale an ingredient. You can downscale a recipe without making it a different recipe. I know your ass came from the fucking YouTube. Get your ass back in line. Go back to the chat, I don't have to see. This looks like tuna salad. Alright, we hit a little high. This is 9 ounces instead of 8. Cooking is chemistry. 1/12 would have made more sense. So I understand why you think 1/12 would make more sense. The thing is that all of the increments on this recipe are in 13s. 13 pounds of flour, 13 pounds of oatmeal. Oh shit, wait, I forgot one. Hang on, I know why this isn't binding as well. It's supposed to have a tomato paste in it. That's what's missing. YouTuber makes food for local Ohio prison. And also, I'm doing 1/26, so half of that. To make all the 13-pound ingredient lists, half pounds. Do I have a can opener anywhere? Next stream, making foods from each state. That'd be an interesting one. I don't think I could make 50 foods in one stream, though. That'd be a hell of a... That'd be a hell of a fucking, marathon. It'd be like a 20-hour stream. Oh, do you know about the American Got Milk controversy? Oh, you mean that they tried to, like... They pushed this whole, like, you need to drink milk thing, but it wasn't, like, an official government thing. It was paid for by, like, the Dairy Farmer Association to get people to drink more milk so that they would sell more milk. I know about that, yeah. The paste is to make it look red like beef. It probably... I mean, the tomato is gonna be a welcome source of flavor. I'm gonna be real. Bro not have a can opener? Maybe I just like opening cans this way, bro. I think you should judge less. Maybe make your life a little happier. Haha. I don't know what their giant ass can of tomato paste looks like. So I'm just gonna use a little can of tomato paste for this. Real prison can opening that looks like poop from a... It's red! Don't want my poop knife to get too rusty. Whose poop is red? That's what I'm saying! Why do they say that looks like poop from a butt? That's not poop from a butt, it's too red. I love how whenever I step aside, you can see the prominently featured Dr. Freak flag from the Subathon Temu section. Which is likely never getting a YouTube edit because it was testing Temu drinking products, but then I drank too much and it got too chaotic. So, yeah, I don't know. it went really off rails. I don't know if that one is salvageable for the YouTube bros. I'm sorry. I should have brought the mixer down for this, dude. What the fuck? This is so much shit to hand mix. They're probably in a prison. Maybe I'm making some assumptions, but they're probably throwing it all in one of those big industrial mixers. It's not full video material, but I got like 7 minutes of content out of it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Are we making one meal or a few? Well, the original recipe is for a prison, so it's made to feed like 200 people. So I've downsized it. But I've downsized it to a small fraction of its size, but it looks like it's still a lot of food. I don't know how fucking big this thing's gonna be. Getting ready for your first stint? I'm not planning on going to prison. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Here, throw our cabbage in here. We cabbage, we need carrots, and then potatoes. Where's the Pruno stream? Oh shit! I need to bottle that beer I made during the subathon. That shit's gonna be straight vinegar by the time I get to it. It's like over 2 weeks overdue, bro. It's actually so over. Shit, I forgot about that. It's already been... No. It hasn't been infected or anything. I remember a couple days ago I checked to make sure the water trap hadn't dried out or anything. Beer take 3 incoming. I think that maybe I don't have what it takes to make beer, man. I'm not neurotic enough for it. Cabbage winning the burger, it's all a food crime, is literally, like, deemed inhumane. This entire... Everything we're making today is food crimes, bro. carrots too. And then potato. Yeah, this is deemed a burger, just FYI. I should have just brought my good knife down, man. Working with this shit-ass knife sucks. True prison fucking experience. You surprise your friends with one of these? Oh, I should say, hang on, I should save this for when they come over on Thursday. I'll be like, you know what's awesome? I got 3-day-old reheated prison loaf I want you to try. You're actually right, though. That's a great idea. I gotta have them try it. They gotta weigh in. Potato as well. And that should... Oh, no, wait. There's a little bit of onion in this. Only like a little bit, though. Is this the first recipe? Yes. Yes, this is the first one. I'm gonna put it in the oven upstairs. Oh shit, hang on. I should go preheat the oven. What do I put this in at? 350 degrees? For 1 hour and 45 minutes? Alright, motherfucker. It's gonna be a little while till we get to try this. Are you fucking real? Why is this gotta bake so damn long? Alright, hang on a second. Let me go get a baking tray and put the oven at 350. You gotta be fucking kidding me. 1 hour and 45 minutes? Just seeing this on YouTube, but now I'm here. Yo, welcome in, Canadian tree kicker. The whole house about to stink. This, if you've seen what I've done on stream, you know that this is not even gonna be top 10 of things that make my house reek. Put a little more salt. They said you could add salt. So I'm adding some fucking salt. Because that's the only hope. Dude, what the fuck? There's so many vegetables. What the fuck? Yo, Carmi Oaks, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the fresh sub. I appreciate you. I should have ground these vegetables in the damn food processor. Instead, they were more of a paste. Also, when they were on this warden's ass for making the warden burger, he did keep eating them while they were like, I don't know, investigating him, getting onto him, to like, as like a proof that it wasn't that bad. So I'm gonna guess that it's probably not, like, horrific. It's probably just, like, uninteresting, if I had to guess. This thing's fucking huge, man! Are you serious? That or the guy is psychotic and is just willing to eat bad food. Oh my gosh. I think the veggies are supposed to be pre-cooked. They didn't say pre-cooked. Chopped, chopped, diced. Diced. Didn't say cooked. It's efficient food. I did just wash my hands. You know what? I'll tell you what. You guys can give as much shit as you want to this. I bet there's a fit bro out there who is like min-maxing his nutrition by making what's probably just a variation of this, but they added like hot sauce. I basically guarantee it. This is massive. This is a huge amount of food. You know, if money's a little tight, I'll give you this. This is a fuckload of food for, like, not very much money at all. That said, it is also deemed inhumane, so take that as you will. It looks like vomit. It's not very appetizing looking, I'll say that. Let's shape it into a log so it can. This was like a small portion, but look how fucking much it made, man. Do you not have a proper loaf pan? This is too big for a loaf pan. So I'm just gonna bake it like this. I think this is how it's baked too. Any salt? Yes, the recipe does say you add salt. No pepper though. Salt is literally the only seasoning in the whole damn thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go put this upstairs in the oven, and then we'll see in a while how it turns out. Alright. Rip onion? I put onion in it. Oh, wait. Fuck. I didn't put onion in it. Shit. Wait. Wait. I literally thought I put the onion in it. Well, I guess it's gonna be short. A quarter cup of onion. Proportionately, it has way less onion than anything else. Go get it. I don't want to get it, unloaf it, mix it all back. That's crazy. Oh, fuck off. Okay, hang on. You don't even want this. You just want to inconvenience me. Okay, unloaf this piece of shit. Literally half an onion worth of onion in this. Maybe that'll make all the difference. I'm getting the better knife. Fuck this knife. Rolling off the damn onion. There we go. Oh. Alright. A little bit of onion in there. That should do something, I guess. Gordon Ramsay came and scramble an egg or grill of cheese. He can scramble eggs just fine. He does, like, have a weird thing with it where he's like, he doesn't want you to add salt to the scrambled eggs until they're, like, in the pan. But I specifically make scrambled eggs where I add the salt early and let it sit because it makes the eggs yellow and like white. So I make mine completely different from Monsieur Ramsay. But you know what? He can't even grill a damn cheese, so I don't know what we're putting any stake in his ability to make any kind of peasant food. I pepper my eggs, I never use any salt. Okay, Mr. Bland. There's stuff in cooking. A lot of cooking is matter of preference, right? A lot of cooking is matter of preference. If you fucking don't salt your food, it's literally like you're just wrong. There's no world where you are right. You are actually just wrong if you don't salt your food. Or at the very, like if you add, oh, I don't salt my food. Oh, but I add soy sauce? Okay. So you are salting your food, just different. But if you're eating a plain-ass egg with pepper and no salt, like, you are actually just making it worse. I can hear the oven is preheated now, so I don't have to put it in an unpreheated oven anymore. Alright. Oh, DMC, that's how he hates blood pressure. I love it. You guys are like, oh yeah, guy who decides to put no salt in his eggs. Oh, you must hate everyone that has a high blood pressure problem. You know they make non-sodium chloride salt that doesn't hurt your blood pressure, right? Like, having high blood pressure does not curse you to never have flavor in your food. I know, because my grandpa has high blood pressure, and he has like fake salt that adds the same kind of flavor boost to the food without raising his blood pressure. Anyway, check this shit out. Let's go take this up and put it in the oven. open up the clock. It's at a timer for 1 hour and 45 minutes. And yeah, that'll be done at 10 p.m. Non-sodium salt isn't great for cooking. Yeah, it's not, but like, you're being disingenuous. Guy who says he doesn't salt his eggs is probably not meaning, yeah, I don't salt my eggs, but I do add the salt substitute after the eggs are done. He's saying probably that he doesn't salt them, period. No substitution or nothing. That is the guy that I'm arguing with, not people that have to make dietary substitutions. Also, I'm still on like mild mold from back in college when my my college roommate's girlfriend, senior year, or not senior year, sorry, junior year, would always make us not put salt in anything because they claimed they were allergic to salt. So he was always making bland-ass food for the household. And then giving me shit whenever I didn't because I'd add salt. Found out later, like, way later, at the end of all this, they were eating something and I was like, you know that's got like a ton of salt in it, right? Aren't you allergic to salt? And they're like, oh, I don't like food tasting salty. And it, like, you know, it's not, I read somewhere where it's not very good for you. I have like a raging hate against that person to this fucking day. Not putting any salt in food does not mean it's gonna be salty. It's actually so fucked. Thanks for making... Hang on, I'm reading the super chats now because I'm at the desk again. Thanks for making it easier to stream you on my TV. Oh yeah, no problem, bro. You should do a video where you salt fry stuff that shouldn't be. I actually have considered doing that. I want to do a street food video where I make street food the same way that they do in the videos, like the YouTube shorts and TikTok slop where they show them making street food with like ridiculous janky apparatus. Tap the bowl twice if you're being held hostage. I'm not being held hostage, except by chat, I guess. The Indian street food stream? It'd be like India and like Southeast Asia. Those are the most commonly represented in the, Twitch has a TV app? No, YouTube does. That's why it was a YouTube super chat that was thanking me for it. Probably because, yeah, the Twitch app experience is pretty bad. That said, I do hate, and maybe they fixed this by now, but it used to be that the YouTube chat would cover up the right side of the screen when you would watch a YouTube live. I don't know if it still does that. Maybe you can move it to the other side now, but it was really annoying. I saw someone grilling ice. Did you see the same? What? Who's the guy? He makes like slop content on TikTok, but it's like animated, so it's a little bit higher quality than your average slop. But there's a guy that does like these little animations, and there was one like from yesterday about them grilling ice in China to basically con tourists into thinking it's some kind of Chinese delicacy. Honestly, that's a little bit based, I'm not gonna lie. You should make your own Nutriloaf version with the gorilla biscuits. No, I'm not gonna do that, dog. That sounds disgusting. Dr. Freak looks like he has a few Warden burgers. A few Warden burgers in his day, maybe. Could you make and eat a mosquito patty burger? There's not enough mosquitoes here to even do that, and also I'm not fucking doing that. Tourists deserve to get scammed. I don't think tourists deserve to get scammed, but I think if you tell a tourist our traditional dish is grilled ice, maybe then they kind of deserve maybe then they kind of got it going for them, you know. Mosquito burger is a little too, like, filthy Frank coated. We're not making hair cake on stream, okay? Give me that whole playlist, Chef Slopper. Lake fly burger like they do in Africa. We're living a little too good for that. I'm not eating a fucking fly burger. I know that the documentary, they have to be nice, so they're gonna say, like, oh, it's a really good source of protein. Nah, son, that's, like, actually the worst thing maybe ever conjured. I would have to be starving. YouTube did that thing I keep hearing about where it unsubs you for no reason. My condolences. Indian street food, but only the 2 rupee stuff they sell on the train. I would need a real Indian dude from India to even tell me what that is. I don't even know if I can get that kind of data here in the US. I've never been to India, and I'm gonna be real. I would need a lot of reason to go. It's not exactly a place that I have on my list to go for tourism purposes. Forced my friends to watch a cigarette steak vid. Okay, see, I said I'm above, like, the filthy Frank tier stuff, but maybe I'm not, because you're right. That is kind of disgusting. Bro's making the loaf? Yeah, I'm right about to make the loaf. It would be funny to do a stream, or to do, like as an event stream, you do a big poll, and chat chooses the country that I go to based on a list of countries, and it's all ones that are traditionally ones people do not want to travel to for tourism. That would be a funny idea. That's like an inherently funny idea, I think. No, don't go to Italy. I've been to Italy. It's fucking beautiful. I would go there on vacation. That's not a true, like, punishment. No, I'm not going to fucking Ukraine or Somalia because I don't want to fucking die. It would have to be things that are not inherently, like, dangerous or, like, where I could get stuck there. Just stuff where it's, like, not considered, like, a pleasant place to go. Maybe, like, Brazil. Brazil is a big one on that list. No offense to the Brazilians. Just that going to Brazil is kind of a meme. Bosnia? That would be a great one. Well, you would want representation in every country, right? Maybe like Philippines, Bosnia, Brazil, India. No, India would be the Asian continent pick. And then, I don't know, maybe like Ethiopia or something. I can't go to fucking North Korea, dog. Go to Russia? You can't even fly to Russia. Once again, that's one where I might end up getting stuck or taken as like a political prisoner. Not political, but you know what I mean. I'm not going somewhere where I might get, like, killed or held hostage. India is a subcontinent. I believe a subcontinent. It's part of is it not part of Asia? I don't think I'm wrong. I think that's a little copy. Bangladesh would be a sensory overload. I don't know if I could even name anything about Bangladesh. I don't know much about it. Go to Switzerland? That's like, I think, a pretty popular place to go, though. Laos? That'd be an oddball one, for sure. Come to Lapland in Finland. We own Santa Claus here. What do you mean by you own Santa Claus? Like as an item or a utility? Interesting. Go to Poo Poo Point. I got some great news for you, bro. Yeah, just go through Canada. Go through Canada, but act like you're in like some like dark continent type shit. Washing a big bowl. Yeah. Alright. Hang on a second. Let's go over what our next one's gonna be. Yo, Unfocused, thank you for the Prime sub for 3 months. And Manny, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate you. Alright. Alright, fellas. It's time... Is it doing the line thing? No, it's not. Okay. Alright, it's time for our next culinary delight. Don't hit me with a high daddy uo. I'm not doing that freaky shit. Please don't be a bad recipe. This was the only one I could find for this. So, take this as you will. So that what we just put in was the warden burger. Now, the warden burger is considered a variation on a more widespread prison punishment food known as the Nutriloaf. The Nutriloaf is a nutritionally complete, it's not a meatloaf, at least not the one that I have here. It's a, not vegan, it's a vegetarian loaf. A vegetarian loaf made of various odd things. So we're gonna go through this one here. This is from a prison in Vermont. This is the only recipe I could find for it. As I said, it's kind of hard to find these. But I want to be as accurate as possible. This one has already been scaled down to make it home. Was posted on a blog from a guy who was in prison. And he was like, this is the worst thing that they ever served us. So this is Vermont style Nutriloaf, because it's from the prison there. And it's quite different than the other one, okay? We have some similarities. It's got raw spinach, beans, tomato paste, dried milk. And that's basically the primary similarities. On the differences, it has bread, which the other one doesn't have, but you're supposed to eat a slice of it between 2 pieces of bread. It's got cheese, which is a little interesting. 12 ounces of canned spinach, which is fucking disgusting. 4 ounces seedless raisins, which is fucking disgusting as well. A 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and potato flakes instead of minced potatoes. And that's it. That's the entirety of this recipe. The bug is with prisons making good food into loaf amalgamams. I don't know why this is what they do. Is it the Kraft slices of cheese? It states that it's grated cheese. I don't know. So that's the thing with this. So I do have some old ass raisins I dredged out for this. Vegetable oil, okay. Beans, I'm using canned beans. Powdered milk, we already got that. Potato flakes I have from the savory gum stream. So we can get an extra use out of that one. Yo, Dogfish, thank you for the Prime sub, by the way. Oh, and Erie Bagel, thank you for the 4 months. It's government cheese from the cheese caves. I'm sure that cheese ain't great. Well, that's the thing, but I was like, okay, obviously I'm not gonna use, like, my nice, good quality cheese for this. But what do I use for this? Because I don't really have any cheese that's specifically like dog shit. I have some, I have Kraft singles. I can use those and, like, mince them up if you want. Or I have some, like, shredded, like, it's not mozzarella. It's like a melting cheese. So either one of those I think would be a good choice for this guy. He gets a block of Velveeta. Velveeta's kind of, like, fucking expensive. I'm assuming it's going to be the cheapest of whatever you can get. Kraft is more true to life. I'm sure they use Velveeta. Government cheese is a delicacy. Kraft is the least cheese-like, but it's not the cheapest per pound. The shredded cheese that I have is the cheapest per pound that I bought. But I also bought a giant bag of it, so, you know. The Kraft singles are a little more expensive. Yeah, a 1 pound brick of Velveeta is like $6 or $7, which is a little appalling, because it's really not that good. You know? It's not nearly good enough to be worth $7 a pound. That's for damn sure. Oh, like nacho cheese. I don't have anything like that. I don't know what kind of cheese the government cheese is, man. Pre-shredded cheese bad. Welcome in, Chill Bro Baggins. It's a great name. Also, Min Kuro, thank you for the Prime sub. If we donate $4, will you do the Bug Burger stream? For $4? What kind of cheap whore do you think I am, man? You're gonna have to bribe me. I'm not doing a fucking Bug Burger stream. At least 5? Okay, 450. You guys are... You guys think that that's a little too easy to pay me off, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying here. You make the cricket scran from the scrandle? That's fucking foul, dude. $10 dono gets a DIY... I'm sorry, what was that? A DIY sucky machine? Nah, I don't think so. Lie and scam them $4 for the audacity of that lowball. Now, people have gotten me to do some foul things for low amounts of money. It's just that one specifically, I am personally more repulsed by, so I'm not gonna do it. How many zeros need to be added for the Bug Burger? Many zeros. I do not want to fucking eat a Bug Burger. I eat some gross shit, that's where I draw the fucking line. $10, you buy a love and sex machine. Isn't that like hundreds of dollars? That's fucking foul. Didn't he do this with a banana? That wasn't a suck machine. That was a banana polisher to polish your bananas, man. Get your mind out of the gutter. The Lovin's is $500. Who the fuck's buying them? Dr. Freak, web devs. I use the Lovin's controller on a stream for controlling a robot, but I don't actually own one. And when I was trying to authenticate, somebody in chat sent me the MAC address of their Lovin's so that I could spoof it correctly. Which, they were a real G for that, is all I'm saying. Normally I give the Coomers in chat a lot of shit, but that person was really coming in clutch. No, I didn't activate chats. That's too far. I was literally spoofing it so that it looked like it was online when it wasn't. Would you ever do a meet and greet, or would you be too afraid of the slabbers? I've done a meet and greet. It was a while ago, but I did do one. If you want to meet me, you can meet me at TwitchCon this year, because I'm doing an event. I'm doing robot battles with Fillion, and I'm the one who's making all the robots. So, you know. If you want to catch me then, you can. I also had a free-for-all meet and greet at Poo Poo Point, but the stipulation was you had to hike to the top to see me there. I say you couldn't intercept me in the parking lot. You had to hike all the way to the top of the mountain. I'd be nervous too. I'm literally just a guy. If you saw me in a gas station, you wouldn't think anything of it. You guys are giving too many fucking suggestions right now. Right now we're making the Neutral loaf. Alright. So apparently to make this I need 6 slices of bread. The fuck is this? They took a little bit off into the heel. Circumcised them a little bit. Why'd you buy Italian bread? You should have bought shitty Wonder Bread. Yeah, bitch, I know. I didn't want to have the leftover bread be dog shit, because I'm gonna eat it. And it was only $1 more to get this. Smoke the loaf and sink smoke, please! Please, I have one joke! You've spammed that multiple times. I'm not smoking it in sink smoke. Every single time I make anything, they're like, what if you cook this with cigarettes? Nerd emoji. Get out of here, dog. Get a new bit. Get new material. Do you see how much stuff I fucking cooked with cigarettes? It's all the same. It all tastes the same. The first time was novel. The other couple times were curious. At this point, it's just drawn out. Is YouTube chat on? I can't see YouTube chat. I can only see super chats, and even then, when I'm over here at the table, I can't really see them until I go back to the other table. This bread's getting ground up. What the fuck is the shortest cable of all time? World's shortest cable. What the fuck are we doing? We're making loaf, which is a legally considered inhumane prison food. And I've already made one such food is in the oven right now. And I'll get it here in a bit. Poor Italian loaf. This poor Italian loaf getting turned into fucking breadcrumb. Oh wait, hang on, wrong bowl. I gotta like weigh shit and whatever. Came from YouTube. The bread looks wonderful. I mean, this is gonna be the best tasting part of the whole thing. Bread. Can we deep fry prison food? To what ends? What do we gain by that? Just seeing if it tastes better? Probably. If it's fried, it probably will taste better. Oh, I need to get the craft singles. I need to get those. 4 ounces of raw carrots. Okay, hang on. Sure. I'm gonna be nice and chop the tops off. In prison, they probably wouldn't do that, though. Cut these into rough pieces so we can throw into the food processor for further choppery. Oh, didn't hear the horn over the blender? No, the horn is... It's not still broken. I fixed it. I literally replaced it with a new horn. It's just that the new horn is also, like, fucked up now, which is... I don't know how to think about it, that's all I'll say. I don't know how it's managed to break again already. You inspired me to smoke a radioactive bong. Someone posted that a couple minutes ago, I just saw. Thank you for the €5, brother. Well, I smoked a radioactive... It wasn't a... Well, it was kind of a bong, I guess. It was fine. It was okay. Yo, Forklift Amputations, thank you for the membership. Appreciate you. I gotta add more of my Twitch emotes to the YouTube so they can use them. I know the emote system on YouTube sucks dick though. Use the airwaves from the base to produce pressure so it is like a pneumatic air bearing to float things above the table. It's mounted. What are you talking about, man? We're making prison loaf. Hang on. Raw carrots. Oh, drained canned spinach. I got Popeye brand leaf spinach. Where's my can opening knife again? I'm using the good one for that. Ounces of canned spinach. Good lord, man, that's disgusting. Also, who the hell is eating canned spinach? Besides Popeye. Besides Popeye, who the hell? Popeye in shambles? Hang on, I'm gonna go drain it. It does specify drain. Popeye cream spinach. Dog, don't make cream spinach out of can. Normal spinach is so cheap. It's like this is like the thing that you least need to eat out of a can. But I know old people love canned shit. So I think it probably heralds from that. This is already kind of shredded up. It's not really like whole leaf, you know? I drained it, but it's not that drained. Canned food is always superior. This is the Midwestern way. Yeah, okay, bro. I'm a Midwesterner, and I don't know if I'm going with that one. Let me go up and get, I have another canned tomato paste. Let me go get those Kraft singles. Alright, 4 ounces of this. Alright. Apparently 4 ounces is about 6 Kraft singles. For comparison. Just in case you ever need to know that for the future. Had residual OC spray on my hands after washing them and then ate a burrito. Can confirm it was good. Wait, like a pepper spray? We're doing cheese math, yeah. Here, I'll throw the cheese in here to get shredded up too. I'm kind of afraid it'll get gummed up though. American cheese is really like sticky. And also, I know there's a lot of American cheese haters out there, and it's kind of warranted. It's maybe one of the most processed products of all time. That said, specifically for a grilled cheese, you can keep your fucking cheddars and your, like, you know, delectable French hard cheeses and shit. Nothing melts, nothing quite hits like the American cheese. On like a burger or a grilled cheese, that's like where it really hits. It's great for burgers and not much else. Yeah, there's not grilled cheese and burgers. I will simp for the Kraft cheese as being a solid option. Not really anything else that I'm really gonna go to bat for it for, because it is pretty. It's pretty not good for a lot of things. But those specific things, it really kicks. Alright. That is looking delightfully disgusting. Holy shit, man. We're making a delectable paste here. Oh, hang on, I got more Kraft singles. Cheddar cheese cream in an emulsifier? Yeah. It's real. It's not actually fake cheese. It just feels plastic because it's been emulsified, like, artificially. You can add a slice to cheese sauce to make it smoother. Interesting. I haven't done that before. I also don't often make cheese sauce. What are we making? We're making prison food. We're making the Loaf. We got the Warden burgers in the oven right now, and now we're making Loaf. An infamously foul creation. This is disgusting. This is... We'll see how it comes together. I feel like this one's going to be, like, infinitely grosser than the other one. Looks like a weird pesto. Oh shit, dude, my basil's about ready to turn into a good pesto. This smells horrid. Dude, canned spinach is just disgusting. It's a disgusting thing that should not exist. Mmm. Really need the auditory experience here. It's times like these that I wish I was you guys, because you get to sit here and watch this happen without having to actually do it. What else needs to be added to this? Let's see. Bread, carrots, spinach. Oh, how could I forget? How could I fucking forget? 4 ounces of seedless raisins. I haven't used these raisins. These are like years old. I figure it's true to the prison experience, though. I want to know what a seeded raisin looks like. White people gotta put raisins in everything? What the fuck are you talking about, man? Don't attribute this slop to general white people cuisine. You can attribute my simping for American cheese on burgers. That one you can hit me with. But this shit is foul. No cabbage? Cabbage was in the other one. See, look. I already chopped half of one here. 6 ounces tomato paste. How much is in one of these? 8? No, it is 6. It's a can of tomato paste. Oh shit! I should have gotten another ingredient while I was up there, which was what else did I need? Vegetable oil. That was the other one. That's the oddball one. Okay, wait. Where's my milk powder? Cause oh yeah, there's powdered milk in this too. How many? I'm sorry, 8? No way. No way it says 8 ounces milk. 8 ounces of fucking powdered milk? That's a shitload. The other one was a bigger batch and only had 2 ounces of powdered milk. They want 8 ounces of powdered milk in this shit? That's damn near the whole tub. Okay. 8 ounces of powdered milk? No, it specifically says powder. Okay, 8 ounces powdered milk. 8 ounces powdered milk. 2 cups of beans. Okay. That should be this can and a half of beans I have here. This one specifies Great Northern beans, too. The other one didn't specify, Are you fucking serious? The tab broke off, man? I gotta break into this with a damn knife? Come on, dude. I thought that one was gonna be easy. They want this drained, so let me drain these off. Good Lord. That was still easier than the others. Beans, beans, beans. Okay, what else do we need here? Need to lay down. Hope y'all have a good night, chat. Only chat, not uwo. Alright, good night. Those beans don't want anything to do with this unholy mixture. These could have gone into a good dish. A lot of the ingredients here could have been used for a wonderful soup. And instead, it's being turned into maybe the worst slop of all time. Alright. Got the, good old Kirkland signature here. Oh, come on, man. You guys ever seen the Reddit post on the, I think it was DayZ, I can't remember what. See the Reddit post on the DayZ subreddit where a guy was like, I literally just saw this cool dude opening a can with a knife the other day. I asked if he was a DayZ cosplayer, but no, he's just a homeless guy. It's maybe one of the greatest posts of all time. Love that post. It's such a Reddit post, man. It's awesome. Alright, hang on. I need, what, vegetable oil? And I think that's it. Oh, fuck, the potato flakes. Shit, I forgot. I need... Alright, well, these potato flakes I bought for making gum are at least getting a second life. I need 6 ounces of these fuckers. No egg? How many times? You guys are like, I've watched 200 cooking YouTubers and they all say putting an egg in it is a good... This is fucking prison food, dude! They ain't wasting egg! They ain't putting no fucking egg in here, dude! What do you want? I'm trying to make it authentic, which is unfortunately means it's making it kind of dog shit. Eggs are expensive. Hang on, let me get the oil real fast. Solidarity, I'm eating beans and rice. That's like infinitely better than this. Beans and rice is like good low-budget food. Alright, then our vegetable oil, and that should be everything. Let's mix it all up. Let's mix... There's so much, man. Why do these... Even this, like, scaled-down recipes, it's like, it's too much food. I don't want to eat this shit. I don't want to eat this much of it, for sure. Hang on, turn this off. This one only cooks for 45 minutes as well, whereas the other one takes an hour and 45 minutes. So both of these will come out of the oven at roughly the same time, I think. You know, is it weird that it kind of smells good? I was saying, the local stray cats and dogs are gonna love my house after this stream. Looks like a pile of moss. It looks like vomit. It's pretty bad, man. I love when YouTubers give homeless people heart attack threatening protein drinks to help them. They're trying their best. They're like, I eat this and it's good. I drink this and it's good. A lot of those guys are a little out of touch, I fear. Hang on, I'm gonna go get another tray. Took a look at the loaf in the oven and it's looking fucking rancid. It's so dry looking, man. Good grief. Alright. Looks like a marijuana bud. You are actually like you need to reset your receptors, brother. I'm not saying that you're like too far gone on stoner, but if you look at this, okay, wait, I'm looking at it in the preview. It kind of does look like a bud. Never mind. You know what? I roll back my smack talk now. I work in a trauma ICU. When we get prisoners who stab each other, they always say the prison food is better than the hospital food. That's kind of embarrassing. That's interesting, though. Thank you for the $5, by the way. Back at it again with the Milquetoast Twitch chat slander. Let them know that they look upon a man who can cook and scoff he cannot afford to eat out. Also, they order salad from a pizza parlor. If you order salad from a pizza parlor, you're crazy. You can make salad at home. It's so easy. You multi-streaming now? Yes, bussin' nuts. To 1994, I am. Welcome to the stream, by the way. This after horse paste batteries. Oh yeah, the horse electrolyte. So that stream was actually a while ago. It was like a year ago or so. It's an older one that when I was going through my old VODs, I was like, holy shit, dude. I can't believe this never made it to YouTube. This was like made for the YouTube. I think it was one where my editor that week accidentally edited a different video. So we got it back up here. You're close to your follow goal? Oh yeah, we are pretty close. We're getting close to the big 70K on the Twitch followers. Bless up. Sometimes you're out with friends and you want a salad. I've had inopportune, or what's the proper word? I've had stuff that is not the food that you would typically get at a place before. It's just that the salad at pizza places tends to be the most shitty salads. Oi, oi. And then on the other side of that, you have like chain family restaurant salads, which are like, they tend to be delicious, but they're also like 1,500 calories in a fucking salad. So, you know, take your pick. Choose your disadvantage. Oh, here's my phone. Okay, how much time we got left on that? About an hour left. Okay, let's go ahead. Do we just send it like this? I feel like, now let's at least like smooth it out a little more. Oh my gosh, it's so dense. Alright, excellent. I think the Zen guy is one of those middle schoolers coming in from YouTube. Wait, who's the Zen guy? Sorry, I haven't... Did I miss some chat? Hang on. Let me go up and put this in the oven, then I'm gonna come back and attempt to find this guy. Alright, let's send this. It'll go right in the oven with the other loaf. It is, like, appalling how much food each of these made. Like, how did it make such a quantity? I think I'm down in chat. You know, I'm like 30 seconds late, which is basically like 20 miles down the road. And having to backtrack here, but I have a bit of a dedication in my heart, so I gotta see who the dude is. Where's my watch work? Alright, grab this, grab my phone. I want to sit down for a bit. Also charge the tablet back up because it's dying. The tablet that I read chat on for comparison. Alright. How the fuck is this cheaper for prison than normal ass beans and rice? This is literally, I think this is concocted as like a punishment. Have you gotten your prostate checked yet? You're marked as suspicious, and I know who you are because I've seen you in Discord. Hang on a second. I'm looking through. You know what? No, we're not doing the bow dander the Bogander chat. Dude, my brain is fried today. I can't think of like what words are. Audit. We're not doing the audit right now. Let me scroll up. Let me see if I can find. Bro, can you make a Zin fried steak, please? Okay, hang on. Let's see what this guy. This is the Zin guy, I think. This is the Zin guy. Let me pop out. Let me pop out his name. Oh, fuck! It went away? No, dog. Where'd it go? Here it is. No anxiety for you. Alright, let's see what your last chat messages were. Bro, please, please, please make a Zin fried steak, please. Please. Please, bro, do a Zin-themed video, please. Bro, can you make a Zin fried steak, please? Bro, please do a Zin cooked steak. Video idea, Zin cooked steak. Uwos, can you do a video with Zins? Dude, this guy's fucking pining for Zins. He's pining for Zin content. What's he doing? Dude's the fucking Zindicator. Every message is him asking for Zin videos. Bogander is the wagon joke guy. He's he's living on the edge of being annoying enough to get banned occasionally, for sure. Bro is 12 years old. The Zin Garden is a good idea. That's been in the books for a while. The Zindicator. Dude's the fucking Zindicator, man. He is begging. He's begging for it. Start spamming the same comment on every video to become the XYZ guy. I have some bad news for you, bro. Most of the XYZ guys get banned because I get annoyed dealing with them. I'm checking on the YouTube chat as well. Twitch does not have the ability to be as unhinged as us here on the tube. It's a different variety for sure. There are, like, messages that I'll get where it's like, this could only come from YouTube. But then there's also, like, Zin Guy, that feels like, that's a uniquely Twitch type of guy, I feel like. Oi, oi. The YouTube chat is more like, bad YouTube chat tends to be more like, can I speak to the manager type shit. Where it'll be like, sir, I've come here from your videos, but you're really not doing what I would expect you to do based on your videos, and I will not give you my view if you continue to not do. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. I don't care. Like, that's more of the, you never see a comment like that on Twitch, but YouTube, basically every time someone goes live, they're getting comments like that. YouTube is also the one where, like, you say something that's, like, mildly spicy, and they're like, yikes. Like, you don't get that on Twitch. That's kind of the difference. That's kind of the more, that's where the difference lies, if you're, like, generalizing. The Twitch annoying chatters are the ones who are, like, they come in and they say the same thing over and over again because they want to get a reaction, and then I ban them, and then they write the saltiest message of all time in the unban requests. That bro, Aaron, thank you for the 5 gift subs. I appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you for the Prime sub as well. Also, C. Kelly, thank you for the 100 bits. It's usually the leftover ingredients from past meals. Yeah, that's the impression that I get as well. Is that it tends to be more like there's not a lot of definitive recipes for this slop. Sorry, I felt implored to check the unban requests. We haven't had enough time since the last time I went through them to build up a good backlog of insanity. I used to work for the Texas prison system, and their inhumane food they give to asshole inmates was called food loaf. Yeah. That's basically what I'm making right now. Same guy that thinks driving an hour to prove a place is walkable is solid. See, that's a comment that could only be on YouTube. Like, you think I wasn't doing it for the bit? Come on, little bro. It's obvious. That video is so obviously sarcastic. Like, yeah, I'm proving that America is walkable by doing an absolutely asinine journey. But there are people in the comments on that video that are like, they're like arguing with me. I'm not, it's not really, they're arguing at me because I'm not reading or responding to them. They think that I'm being serious, and it's like, you failed the fucking IQ check, man. How the fuck do you think that's real? How much is too much? I plan to stay a while. Oh, thank you for the dono, Optima Unified. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was in the Massachusetts system and we called it Nutriloaf back in the day. What's in the oven right now is Nutriloaf. Well, there's the Warden Burger, which is an Ohio prison creation, and then there's Nutriloaf, which is different enough that it's kind of a completely different thing. It's similar slop, but it's very different, like, stuff. The making of the satire is itself kind of a statement. What the fuck? Y'all read way more into things I say and things I do than I do. The thought process for making that video, which I think is a slapper of a stream as well. The thought process is literally, people always complain about things being walkable or not walkable. So I was like, oh, you know what's a good idea? Let me find the, like, least walkable area in the nearby region and then walk it, and just to be like, haha, look at that, isn't it funny? That's literally it. That's all there is to it. That is as deep as commentary goes. There is nothing more to it than that. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Who's the YouTuber that makes prison food? I was consulting some videos for this. What have I missed since the protein loaf? You missed the second loaf. And I'm about to make another thing here. 1 second. I just, you know, you take little breaks in between to read the chat and kind of bant, and then you get back to making shit. But yeah, don't worry, there's other stuff we're gonna make. Mr. President, a second loaf has hit the stream. Are you gonna say bussin' when eating it? Isn't that like 2 years old now? Do people still say bussin'? I think if I said that shit bussin', people would start calling me Unk. They'd be like, dog, that is not, like, relevant anymore. You are behind the times and you sound like a grandpa. Alright, so, there are two, so these are the two recipes I managed to find that are modern prison foods / struggle foods. They're modern, quote-unquote, inhumane foods. However, there are two old-timey ones that I would also like to try. The first of which is gruel, which is some, like, Oliver Twist type shit. I've heard about gruel in every damn, like old-timey peasant story. And I was always like, what the fuck is gruel? What is it made of? I'm assuming it's like slop of some derivation. Turns out it's just boiled oats. Or like it's basically watery oatmeal, but that's not very interesting. So it's any cereal grain, which is oat, corn, wheat, rice, barley. It's any grain boiled in too much water. It's very thin and watery, as opposed to like a porridge, where it's more of a thick consistency. Gruel is basically just watery. It can just be watery oatmeal, but I don't want to make it with oats because that's too like boring. That's just shitty oatmeal. So instead, I have some hard wheat grains, and then we could also use cornmeal. Use grits? I have grits. We could use that. The task is a grueling one. Alright. Fine oatmeal or oat flour. Okay. I think I have to grind up the wheat to make it proper for this. Yeah, gruel is the main thing that kept Peasant alive. Grits suck, cream of wheat suck. Cream of wheat is effectively gruel. Just FYI. Dad used to eat it for breakfast occasionally. That shit sucks. I don't know what he was on. I don't know what it is with old people like to eat, like bland mush bowl in the morning. No, not that kind of gruel. Congee is gruel but rice? Yeah. Grits is good with crumbled bacon bits and cheddar. I feel like that's cheating here. This is shit you make when it's all you got. It's poor people food? I don't think Grandpa could only afford cream of wheat. Alright, hang on a second. Let me go get, I need something to grind the wheat down into a coarse grain, and then we're gonna boil it. So let me go get a thing for grinding, and also a pot. And I already got my, here, I'll bring this shit up while I'm at it. Let's clear our workspace off a little bit, you know. I already got this guy. So we have a heat source. Alright, 1 second. Alright, hang on a second. There's like spices in the bottom of this from where I used it to grind up cumin a few days ago when I made chili. Let me make sure to wash that out. We don't want any stray flavor getting into our mush. There's a slight cumin flavor to the gruel. I'll know that I didn't quite clean my grinding stone enough. Can you explain what on the nose means to my husband? He's too autistic and doesn't get it. Thank you for the bits, Jaded. On the nose means something that's very obvious. If you fucking hit me with a D's nuts joke for this, I'm gonna actually throw hands. sack of grain, here. This is hard white wheat. So we're gonna grind this into a coarse wheat grain. I'm not, he just doesn't get it? Okay, I'm glad I answered correctly. This is probably how they were grinding that shit back in the day. Ooh, yeah, grind that shit. You know, I have a grain grinder. Maybe I should just use that. This shit sucks. This isn't doing anything. Dog, this ain't doing shit. Grain grinder, but no loaf. I have a loaf pan. I have a loaf pan. It's like this big. I would need 2 of them to fit the damn loaf in. Tonight we're gonna cook like it's $16.99. So I hit that with the Amish Paradise cadence. But it does sound like that. Here, hang on. Maybe I need to, you know what? I think I need to use my grain grinder. This shit kind of sucks. Hang on a second. Let me put this in the, This is gonna take all fucking night if I grind it like this. Did you get Magnacore's food drink yet? Is he paying you to say that? No, I forgot. I haven't been to the mailbox since. It's a bit of a drive. My apologies, but I will go and get it soon. Alright. This is getting to the point where it might have been easier to film it in the kitchen. But, you know. Grain grinder KitchenAid attachment time. Oh, spend my evening watching man grinding and pounding. Bro, you're the one phrasing it to sound sus. And sausage grinder. I have that one too. I have a lot of KitchenAid accessories. This thing is awesome. Alright, set it to its most coarse setting. There we go. And maybe add a little bit more to it as well. That's really coarse. Yeah, we might want it less coarse than that. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. $150 KitchenAid accessory, by the way. Yeah, I'm a cooking nerd. What about it? I'm a cooking nerd who was on an engineering salary. Look up how much I spend for my fucking chocolate melanger, which I use less than I use the grain grinder. I'm gonna grind it one step down, I think. Need to find a broken KitchenAid that's easily fixed. I have 2 KitchenAids. I use this one, which is the old one that I got from my mom when she replaced hers with one of the newer ones. Which she only replaced because she wanted one of the ones with like, that has like funny colors on it and stuff. Okay, that's a little finer of a grind. That should do for a, like a cream of wheat type deal. For a gruel type deal. Anyway, I have a second one because someone was selling it on Facebook Marketplace for $50. And I was like, dude, it's a newer one than this too. And it's technically a little bit better, but this one still works, so I keep using it. But I couldn't pass up the deal in case this one somehow ever dies. The thing is that what makes the KitchenAids great is that when they break, they're very repairable. She's valid. I love a cute kitchen accessory. Hey man, she's raised 7 kids. She can replace the whole damn kitchen to look nice if she wants. To fit the color scheme she's after. As far as I'm concerned. Also, I got a mixer out of this. But it's a completely functioning mixer. It's just like 20-something years old. Probably getting closer to 30 years old at this point. My headphones died, so can someone narrate in the comments? Can someone at that guy and tell him that I'm talking shit about him right now? I'm not, but you know, it'd be funny. Does this prison food include the inhumane and profane sandwich that is an Arby's beef and cheddar? Someone else mentioned that. Is that like infamously served in prisons or something? Also, thank you for the 5 dank memes. Also, thank you for the $10, Alexander Garcia. No, thank you for the 15, actually. Bro didn't even include a message with it. He just dropped it for the love of the game. I appreciate you for that. Also, I had an Arby's beef and cheddar not that long ago, and it was pretty fucking good. No, it's just vile. Okay, listen, I have been shit-talking Arby's for ages. But then during the subathon, I was driving around looking for the weather balloon, like in the middle of it. And the only thing around was an Arby's. So I was like, okay, I'll stop and get an Arby's. I think they've stepped up their fucking game. Because when I was a kid, I remember it being mid to bad. And it was pretty damn good when I got it. Arby's, what you may ask? And then they made me get the Meat Mountain later, which I'll admit wasn't as bad as it should have been. The curly fries are goated. They also had me get the Moz sticks, which are really good for a fast food joint, especially. You love all the meat? I do love goblin meat, so I think they just spoke to me on a spiritual level. Don't mention Reddit. I'm not gonna crash out about Reddit again, okay? Every time Toxic makes an edit of my stream, and I say something like, I'm not gonna crash out about Reddit, even if I don't do it, he makes, like, a cutaway where it's like, crashes out about Reddit for 20 minutes. That fucking bastard. Alright, so, it's literally just wheat, fucking grain, and then a little bit of salt. And this was a luxury if you had it in the fucking Victorian times. Arby's is overhated as if the mid of McDonald's doesn't exist. See, I call McDonald's mid and people get mad at me. I call Arby's mid and they go, yes! Yes, speak your truth. And then, honestly, I would pick Arby's over McDonald's any damn day. I'm not much of a fast food guy. But if I'm picking between those two, I'm picking the Arby's. How inhumane are we going? We're going with recipes that have specifically been called inhumane by publications. So, not that inhumane. Not shit where it's like moldy and got bugs in it. Alright, we're gonna have this guy heat up for a bit. This is some gruel. This is an old school prison punishment food. And then I kinda wanna also make, if we can fit it in here at the... I was gonna say here at the end. We're not at the end. But if we have enough time to bake it, let's make some hardtack too. Let's make some hardtack. Let's see, let's see. 2 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of water, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. How long do they want? 30 minutes? At 30 minutes, we got time. No, it doesn't take a few hours. It says 30 minutes. No Nazi food? Yeah, I love doing... I love making cuisine that will make it so that I will get my YouTube video taken down. That sounds awesome. Hardtack is low-key fire. It's literally flour, water, and salt. And they say the salt is optional, according to traditional recipes. They didn't always have it available. Arby's is trash. My ex loved Arby's, maybe a red flag. Linus, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? This Navy money doesn't spend itself. Alexander Garcia, thank you for the $20. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I saw someone cosplaying you at Anime NYC. Wait, really? Wait, I think someone might have... I think they might have posted in the Discord. If it's the person that I think they were, yeah, they're fucking awesome for that. That tracks. I knew this girl who loved Arby's and she turned out to be crazy. I feel like there's some steps in between there, but maybe I'm off here. He had a cig. Okay, it was that guy. He had the cig holder. Yes. That dude is awesome. It's so cool. Uh-oh. 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 The gruel. The gruel. No. Whoop. Come on, bro. Turn the heat a little lower. The gruel is grueling too hard. Let's turn this to low heat. It just needs to simmer. Needs to run long enough that the grain gets soft. Also move that little to the side. Okay, let me get another, let's see, bowl, and I think I can cook the hardtack in my like air fryer oven. My toaster This was, I didn't wash this from when I cooked Brussels sprouts in it a couple days ago, so I had to do that real fast. Though me to the doctor freak and he'll come back pregnant. Mods, keep an eye on us. Peace out. What the fuck do you mean by that, dog? Titanic served gruel as a third-class meal. You know, as hard as it sometimes be nowadays, places don't be serving gruel anymore. The modern gruel is like instant ramen, which I would argue is still pretty much better than gruel. I believe he was saying he would impregnate Dr. Freak. Why would he do that, though? Bit of salt. They say as a preservative, I say it's necessary to make this not taste like dog shit. The modern gruel is the health food they sell in Cali for $40. Yeah, wait, what's that tweet that's like, oh, you do gig economy and you eat overnight oats? Nah, dude, you are a peasant. You are eating gruel and working for your lord on commission. I think about that all the time, dude. It's maybe one of the greatest posts. Got the names for both. A little bit of pepper. This is traditional hardtack, which is just salt, flour, and water. We'll see which is the worst and best. I'll rank all these struggle foods. Calling them struggle food much, because they were literally, it's punishment foods. I feel like gruel is the most, like, horrid one, as far as being, like, plain and boring, but probably the most, probably the one that most people just eat on, like, their day-to-day lives. Why does no one make soft tack? Are they stupid? If you don't make hardtack right, it becomes soft tack, actually. You specifically have to make it so that it becomes hard. And if you're like, why would you want it to become hard? Wouldn't it be better if it didn't? No, because then it goes bad. If it's soft, then it's gonna mold. Hardtack, the idea is that you can throw it in a barrel and it'll last forever, effectively. You soak it in, like, broth, or water, or beer, or something. There's a still edible piece of 200-year-old hardtack. There's a piece of hardtack from the survival rations on the Titanic lifeboats that sold, like, not that long ago for a lot of money. And it's technically still edible. But I doubt the person who spent like $50,000 for it ate it. Okay, now you prick it full of holes. If you've ever made homemade crackers of any kind, then you already know that you gotta do this. The point is that it keeps it flat. Otherwise it's gonna puff up in the middle, which is not really what you want. Just make sure it stays flat. It'll turn out the person who bought the Titanic hardtack is Steve 1989, and he'll eat it. That'd be awesome. Buying the $50,000 hardtack so he can eat it for a YouTube video. With how much he makes on YouTube, he could probably afford to do that. I don't think he'd make his money back on the video, but, you know, it'd be funny. I think he would probably just buy hardtack from, like, something else. And not one that has the recognition of the Titanic. It'd be cheaper. Okay. There's our hardtack dough. Let me go up and put this in the should be going right now. It'll probably get done around the time all the other stuff is done. Alright, this gruel is getting less watery than it should be. Getting a little too oatmeal-y. As I said, the main thing gruel was made with was oats, but then it's just watery oatmeal, so I made it out of grain. It can be made with any grain. Is the loaf done? Not quite. Still going. But it will be done in like a few minutes. Let me see. Yeah, in like 10 minutes. The loaf will be done. Can I be the one who loses their teeth on the hardtack? Here's another $2 for the dry scoop of milk powder. What are you What are you talking about? I'm not dry scooping milk powder. It's gonna make me shit. Hang on, wait. Let me. Sorry, I'm a little behind on these because I can't read YouTube on the tablet. Here's one doubloon after tax. Oh, thank you for the $5. Alexander Garcia. On Spectrex, thank you for the $5. Eat a dry scoop of the milk powder. Oh, I see. I second. Eat a dry scoop of the fucking milk powder? Snort the milk powder? I feel like I'm gonna inhale it into my damn lung. How much to mess with Twitch chat again? I think last time I made it one super chat to emote only them for 5 minutes. You know what? Right now is a good time. You can do that again. I think it's one red super chat, which is a lot of money. But if you're so inclined to fuck with Twitch chat, it costs a hefty fee. It's like the cinnamon challenge. That's what I was thinking. For what it's worth, the last time, the person that did it was not a YouTube chatter. It was a Twitch chatter who went to YouTube just to fuck with the Twitch chat, which is funny. 100 YouTube dollars. Yeah, it was Rose. Milk powder, I hardly know her. Alright. Can we get channel point redeems to mess with YouTube? That'd be funny. They don't really have the equivalent of that. Does Twitch have the equivalent of a channel point redeem? YouTube is the cockstool. Oi, oi. Twitch, yeah, channel points. Channel points are points you get for free for watching the stream that I can set up things that you can redeem them for, which is pretty cool. May I nuke YouTube with 500k points? What do you mean nuke YouTube? Like end their stream? YouTube has crowns but cannot be redeemed. YouTube doesn't have anything nice. I like the way super chats work. I like that they show up as a big multicolored chat. It's a lot more than like the bit donos on Twitch. Legitimately, it's the best system that they have. I also like that they arbitrarily rank chatters based on how much they're in the chat. If Twitch had that, I would absolutely discriminate based on who was in the chat the longest. When do we add cigarettes? Motherfucker, I'm not adding cigarettes. It's already struggle food. I'm waiting for my gruel to cook down and my loaves to be done and my hardtack to complete. Right now. YouTube chat doesn't have the willpower. You don't have the fucking balls. That's so embarrassing for me as a giga yapper. It's not based on how much you talk. I think it's just how much you're in chat. I don't really know, though. I know that some people... Hang on, yeah, top fans. I don't know how this works. Like, I think if you give super chats, it increases the XP as well. So it's also just pay to win. It gives me a list of the top 50 chatters. And I don't know what makes them the top 50. Number 1 on YouTube is Alexander Garcia, who's given super chats. So I think that he's getting XP from super chats, because he has way more than anyone else does. Then Requiem da Proto, then Optima Unified, who's also given super chats. So I think it might be pay to win channel points. I'm at 75 XP, so it ain't being in chat alone. Yeah, because there's a lot of other people that haven't given any super chats, but they have more XP than other people. So, it's not just pay to win. But it's also definitely some degree pay to win. Inter-platform war, I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm always starting fights between you two. At some point, the novelty will wear off and it'll be more seamless. But right now, it's still novel that I have both of you here. That's why you should love us. I'm consistent. Optima, I'd say you're one of my favorite YouTube chatters. What I'm learning is there are some good ones in the YouTube chat. I shouldn't have written them entirely off as a loss. It's watch time and comments. Okay, so chatting does increase it. Alright then, Bimbo, you would actually get nukes. You would actually show up on there for the amount of yapping, you're right. You gain... Okay, wait. Here, someone has real. You gain 5 XP for every sent message with a certain cooldown. I don't know the conversion rates for super chats, but you can very much pay to win to skyrocket in rank. Interesting. I think you can... It's not true that you can only get 75 without it. Because there are people on here that have hundreds that I'm pretty sure have not given a super chat. They're solely getting on leaving comments alone. Bro has been consumed by capitalism. The void consumes all. TikTok stream win. TikTok stream would be funny. I'd have to reorient the entire... Which, there is a plugin that lets you do this, where you can reorient the way the stream is so that it's vertical, and you can multi-stream with a vertical version and the widescreen version. That would be funny, because I can tell you right now, I would spend the entire time just fucking with the TikTok chat. YouTube chat, I still put some respect on their name. I put no respect on the name of the TikTok viewers. I did find you because of TikTok? Wait, really? Hex? You're like a regular. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Stream on Facebook Live? Facebook Live's got to do something to their image, because when I think of Facebook live stream, it's not... it's not what John Zuckerberg wants me to think of. That's for damn sure. I found you on the highway. Hang on, wait. Fucking Chromu car? Hang on, wait, there's an account called Chromu Car? Is this the actual Chromu Car guy? Hang on, wait, are you the actual guy? Last message, time to manifest. Uh-huh, bread with mystical properties. Jewish food is sleeper. Okay. I am Mick Blind. Alright, you don't deserve a chat audit. That's unfair to you. Chromu like Chromu? Yes. When we were on the road trip, Chromu, or there was a car that went in front of us that had paint across the back of them that said, "Where the fuck is Chromu? Is twitch.tv/Chromu. Crazy, probably the highest effort stream sniper besides the dude who hiked to the top of Poo Poo Point to intercept me. I only know one streamer who used Facebook Live, and it was because he got a good contract. Yeah, they better be paying me for that one, brother. My favorite part was when you mentioned, yeah, then I said, quick, write down his license plate, and then he slipped off and almost hit a deer, and I'm really glad he didn't hit one, because I would have felt really bad. Dude had a Rainier beer? Yeah, that shit was good. Oh, guys, you know what that is? You know what that timer is? That means our loaves are done. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm gonna put them on the desk and not on the table over here, only because there's more room on the desk than there is on the table. Hang on, let me go up and get them real fast. Yeah, let me go up and get them real fast. Hang on. Also, how's our gruel doing? Okay, it's grueling along. Gruel, it's grueling along real nice. I should get a bowl for the gruel as well. I think it's probably still crunchy though. It might need more time. I don't know how long it takes to cook gruel. It's loaf time, baby. It's real nice that one took roughly twice as long to make so that they come out at the same time. It's pretty nice. Not gonna lie. pros, you ain't ready for this. Yeah, baby, loaves. Yeah, baby, prison loaf. All right. All right. We're gonna need to let them cool a little bit, but I won't wait too long. This one's more of a meatloaf. This one has no meat in it. So I guess it's more of a bread. It's more of a nutrient-dense bread. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh wait, I accidentally turned off the mic. I'm sorry, I meant to just turn off the other one, so you guys didn't hear any of that. Excellent. Anyway, we're gonna need these to cool down a bit. Ow. Ow. And then we'll need to cut into them. Slop logs looking good tonight. The foot-long meatball sub. If Subway was making shit like this, they could still have that stuff be $5, man. All I'm saying. Make bread with beer yeast. That wouldn't even make weird bread. I don't think. I think it would just make normal bread. Be that artisanal cross section, like binging with Babish. That's true. That would really up the ante here. That'd be real nice. Be real nice. Hang on. Let's see how our gruel is grueling. Gruel is cooking along just well here. Let me turn it off. We've got a delicious spread before us here. Are you gonna follow? Oh yeah. The warden burger is specifically eaten on bread. For some reason, only one slice of bread. The bread looks like the mess that visitors leave behind in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Dove, it doesn't look like vomit. And don't say that. Don't put that image in my head before I have to eat it. I love bread. Alexander Garcia, thank you for the $50. Holy shit, dude. I appreciate you. It looks like Domino's cheesy bread. Oh, I forgot this one has cheese in it. This one actually does have cheese in it. It has American Kraft singles in it. Oh no, bro. Hang on. Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me get out my my bean knife. Don't call it vomit hash brown. I will say, I think I should have put the vegetables in the food processor for the warden loaf. The vegetable chunks are way bigger than I think they're supposed to be. The gruel looks good. Dog, it literally is like... It's basically just like rough oatmeal, honestly. I think there's supposed to be a little more water in it, but it keeps soaking it up. I'm trying to imagine the smell. It's truly a culinary masterpiece here. Let's, yeah, let's see. Let's see what the cross-section looks like here. Okay. Let's get that binging with Babish cross-section. Baby. Why is it, like, orange? This is, like, vibrantly orange. Why is it so orange? It can't just be because of the carrots. Oh, it's probably the tomato paste that mixes in with it. That must be making it... That must make it fucking orange. Alright, hang on, and then let's cut into the Nutra loaf. This one seems more like mushy. Okay. No, but we got a cross section. Oh yeah, baby. Zoom in. Adjust for that beautiful Nutra loaf cross section. Yeah. The Nutra loaf smells way worse than the Warden burger. Okay, the Warden burger is like recent. This I had to get off a news site from like, I think it was 2014, so it's over 10 years old. This recipe is at least over 10 years old. This was a recent controversy, though. People were getting mad about this being inhumane, like, this year. And this one, people were getting mad about, like, over a decade ago. Zoodrag, thank you so much for the 16 months. I appreciate you. But the idea is that, I think maybe our standards have gotten better, because this... Maybe I'll be wrong, but I think this one's gonna be better than this one. It looks like stuffing in loaf form. Yeah, let's see what we end up with here. This is the shit they serve in Warhammer 40k. I wonder how that hardtack's gonna be. Hang on a second. The Warden burger is traditionally served on a single piece of white bread. Oh fuck, my loaf fell apart. So I'm gonna fold it over like this. I don't know what the shape or form is, but I saw in the thing that it's served on a single piece of white bread. That's it, yeah. Alright, this is the supposed inhumane burger. For what it's worth, the Warden does keep fucking eating it on camera to prove that it's not bad. But it might be like... You know, it might be one of those, like the villain from the Lorax, like, huffing the fumes to prove they aren't bad kind of thing. I don't know what we're dealing with here. Wonder how many calories? It's fairly calorically dense. I'm not gonna eat the whole sandwich. I just want to taste it. Anyway, let's see how this tastes. Huh. You know, that's not... They must be making it with just way worse ingredients or something, because that is not bad at all. That... my mom has made food that tastes worse than this growing up. Yeah, that's like completely fine. He did hit it. Oh, we hit the follower goal. What's up? Yay! How's the texture? Well, that's the thing, is it's kind of just mush, but partially because I didn't grind the vegetables up, there's still a little bit of bite from those. So it's not too awful bad. The dry part on the outside isn't very good. Is it bad that, like, it's not... Am I crazy? It's really not that bad at all. The onion is, like, very... I'm glad that you guys made me go back and put the onion in. The onion, carrot, and cabbage are the bulk of the flavor. It's got kind of a chili type, like a sloppy Joe type flavor, I think because of the tomato paste. Everything else just kind of disappears into it. Alexander Garcia, thank you for the 1,000 bits. How'd I get the Twitch? Bro, switch platforms? Welcome in, by the way. With ketchup, this would go crazy good. I'm eating it like, it's served with one piece of bread, and you eat nothing but this for days. Which, like, yeah, okay, maybe eating this, like, the 20th time in a row, I'd be getting sick of it. Like, on its own, it's not, like, horrible. I'm not gonna lie. I could eat this. This is equivalent to when I wasn't quite as good of a cook as I am now, and I was doing like some meal prep when I was starting my job. This is about on par with what I would be cooking. Gym bros looking for an easy shred diet are giddy right now. Yeah, dude, add a scoop. Replace that milk powder with like protein powder or something. You'd probably be pretty good. The guy at work I know who was a big gym bro, and he would ask me for advice on flavors and stuff, because he would try to make like nutritionally complete food that looked like slop. Was almost everything he made was worse than this. So I don't know, man. This is the punishment food. I feel like there's some gym bros out there that are willingly punishing themselves worse than dudes in solitary confinement. Actually, I wasn't gonna eat the whole thing, but it's kind of good. You could legitimately eat, like, more of this. What's the sauce in the pan? That's not sauce, that's gruel. Because I wanted to have some, like, Middle Ages prison food representation here. Like, it ain't bad, man. It ain't fucking bad. So late for the stream. No, I didn't die. I'm actually, like, surprised that this is good. Add ketchup and hot sauce, and this is, like... This is just gym bro slop. And it's, like, not even that bad. Yo, Alexander Garcia, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I appreciate you. What is the song playing in the background? This is Mintium Delirium by Geyser. By It's Geyser in chat. It was made for this stream, so it is like... It's hard to find. Also, you're welcome, editors. You won't have to download my local recording because this won't get copyright struck. This is nothing compared to the post-Michelle Obama school lunches. Yeah, they got rid of the good shit then. Oh, man. Hang on. What's it taste like outside of the... I will say there's a bit of a texture, like, there's a horrendous texture difference here. Yeah, on its own, you can really tell the texture sucks. And it's because the outside is fucking hard, and the inside is mush. This would be a lot better, baked less long. It would be better if the vegetables were more chopped up and shredded. And baked less long. Still. In bread, it's better as well. The texture is really the ass part of it. Is because you'll have mush and then you have crunchy or like harder parts. Is it fatty? No, there's like no fat in this. I mean, there's not none. There's very little. Because it uses ground turkey, which is very low fat. And, no oils or fats of any kind. Non-fat milk powder is in there. Yeah, there's not really much to add fat. This has a little bit of vegetable oil in it. But this has, like, nothing. With extra fat, it'd be crazy. It'd be, like, straight up good if you dipped it in ketchup. On God, this would be good in ketchup. Now, okay, well, that's a lot. This is considered inhumane. I mean, I guess it's the fact that you're eating it for, like, a week straight. I would definitely start getting fucking tired of it if I was eating it for a week straight. But I think that's true for most anything that isn't, like, fried chicken and mashed potato or something. But on its own, it's completely not bad. No wonder the warden keeps eating it to prove it's good. It also would be better if you took the mush, formed it into a pan, and fried it in a pan. Not gonna eat it all, eats it all. Okay, listen, man. I didn't expect it to be good. Now, speaking of things I don't expect to be good. This one, I suspect is gonna be worse. Namely due to the fact that it has ground spinach and raisins in it. Which is just foul, like... It's just not... This one feels like it was concocted to fuck you up. This one was concocted to make you not want to be in prison. In before banana bread? I don't think it's gonna taste like banana bread. It's got a... This one has a shitload of powdered milk in it. It's powdered milk, flour, ground up bread, carrots, cheese. I don't know where the cheese is gone. It's completely disappeared. But I used, American cheese. It's gonna look the same coming out. I wouldn't be surprised. It's basically a vegan... Oh, it's not vegan because it has cheese in it. I believe the recipe might have said non-dairy cheese, but I don't have that, and I don't know what that is, but that probably makes it worse. This one might be okay aside from the raisins. A whole can of spinach, vegetable oil, beans. It's the amount of powdered milk is crazy, too. Oh, and potato flakes. Fuck, I forgot about those. Yeah, it's vegetarian. Alright, let's see which one tastes better. Because I gotta say, the Warden Burger, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see how bad Loaf is. Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Oh! I'm not like gagging and gonna spit it out or anything, but... It's not good. It's not the Warden burger, that's for sure. Ew. It kind of tastes just like beans. I'm trying to like get a tell on the flavor here. This one's less of a textural nightmare, but I also ground the vegetables up, whereas I really, for the Warden burger, I should have ground the vegetables in the food processor. I think it would have made it. I think it would have made it better. The primary flavors are beans and raisins. It tastes kind of sweet. The texture is actually, like, really good for some reason. There's something else. There's another flavor there that I'm not really sure about. This could be saved. I think, like, you could dress this up to be better. It's not, like, disgusting, but it's not good. I would go so far as to say the Warden burger is, like, kind of good. Yeah, this tastes way better. Okay, well, it's not even a question between these two. This tastes way better. Just being on bread makes it taste better. This is traditionally served with nothing. Saying beans and raisins together is crazy coming from someone who doesn't understand cream of wheat. What do you mean doesn't understand cream of wheat? Neutral loaf is disgusting and poisonous? I don't think it's poisonous, but it's certainly not good. Yeah. I'm willing to bet that you throw your leftovers in this when you're actually making it. So it probably tastes different every time. This is just like the general recipe, if I had to guess, to make sure that it has that base level of nutrition. Oh, it's the cheese. That's the flavor. You can taste the American cheese. It's one of the better flavors. Like, flavor-wise, this isn't horrible, which is kind of surprising. Kind of surprising, given that it only has, like... I don't think it has any salt in it. But I bet the beans have salt. Something in this had salt, because it has flavor. Last donation for a while. I found your channel today because of the nuts headphone vid. Oh, thank you so much for the donos, Alexander. I really appreciate you, dude. And yeah, feel free to come hang out. I'll stream, I'll be live tomorrow as well. We're not even done with this. We still got 2 more things to taste test. What's the Warden burger taste like? The Warden burger tastes like, I've eaten almost the whole thing. It tastes kind of like a Sloppy Joe, kinda. Very vegetable-y. It would be better with the veggies ground up finer, so that it's more of a loaf and less like having been chunks. Because the chunks on the top of the Warden burger, you could see they got like burned, and then you'll like crunch into them, and it's fucking up the texture. But the neutral loaf is kind of like soft throughout. Lick a slice of lemon, then take a bite like taking a shot of tequila. This is Sloppy Joe if it was evil. Yeah, it's more nutritionally complete, I guess. Alright. Well, Warden Burger is on top. This isn't horrible, though. Like, it's certainly not ranking in the top 10 worst things I've eaten on stream. But I've also made things that are probably, like, straight up poisonous. The motor oil fried chicken is like... that's kind of one of the most horrible, dangerous things that I've created on stream, for sure. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? The fly landed on my fucking microphone. The hot pot? No, that tasted fucking delicious. That tasted better than these. That was disgusting just, like, in concept. It wasn't disgusting in flavor. It tasted like fucking hot pot. Alright, this is gruel. Alright, so, we're going from our modern prison slop, unethical prison slop, to traditional prison slop. This is old school gruel. From, like, the Oliver Twist era. I've tried to make it as traditionally as possible, so I haven't added anything to it. It's just, coarse ground wheat, which I ground myself. Water and a little bit of salt. So let's see how this tastes. Huh. Yeah, that tastes like nothing. This is less this is less appetizing than either of these. But I'm not a big oat guy. I'm not a big oatmeal guy. This isn't oats. This is hard wheat. Dude, the fly is on the mic again. You can fucking hear it. Watch this when he shoos away. Why do you want to land on my mic so bad, dude? Have you added spices? I didn't add anything but salt to it. That's why it's bland as hell. Why does it look like poop? It doesn't look like poop. It looks like oatmeal. It looks like bad oatmeal. I don't know. I'm not a big, like, porridge, gruel, oatmeal guy, so... This is the worst one. This used to just be what people ate. This is the worst one. These are both better. The Warden burger is actually, like, good. Dare I say it's actually not bad at all. A little brown sugar. That would make this much better. You're right about that. Hang on a second. I'm gonna go get ketchup and see if it makes this taste, like, good. I think I could dress this up into being straight up tasty. Good news, the hardtack is also done. I've got it chilling down here now. I gotta know, though. Next cooking stream is a crossover with tasting history. Ah, the fly's getting on my prison loaf. Ah, get out of here, dude. Dude, I love tasting history. I have his cookbook. I should do like a chill stream or a Friday stream or something where I just make stuff from tasting history. That'd be pretty cool. They'll say extra protein. I'm not eating a damn fly. Alright. So, here's the thing. Now I'm not being authentic because I'm chopping off the crusty edge that isn't as good. Hang on, let me get another piece of bread. Alright. Make another Warden burger there. I believe the original, my bread to burger ratio is probably off. I think the original was a full-size patty on one slice of bread. As opposed to this one. Alright, hang on. Make food guesser food? See, that's a good concept. Yeah, that's just straight up good. The prisoners don't get to eat like this. Fly on bean loaf? Again? Alright, hang on a second. Yeah, no, I'm good on dinner tonight. I'm eating my fucking loaf. Oh, he is on there. Get the fuck out. One more thing. One more thing to test, okay? And now, I'll admit, this is a little more of a survival food, but it's something I want to compare everything else against, because it's also an old-timey prison food, and that is, that's hardtack. So I don't know if you can see too well here. Ow! Fuck, it's hot. It's basically a giant cracker. I don't know if I cooked this quite long enough to be, like, hard. Nah, I think it is. Ow. Fuck. Fuck. That's hot. Alright, yeah. So it's basically a real hard cracker. And it's just flour, water, and salt. It's a classic survivor food. Yeah, I'm the only... there's only enough room for one giant cracker on this stream. I'm gonna have to eat this one. Let's see how this stacks up. Mostly compared to, like, the gruel. But also compared to these guys. Oh, Lord. Now, it hasn't fully dried. It hasn't fully dried. I think it needs to... He's a dry... Well, I mean, we aren't gonna have time to do that on this stream. Tell you what, though, I'll keep it down here in the basement just chilling out like a food ration, and then we'll whip it out in a week or so and give it another one. This is... I'll take this over the gruel any fucking day. Was camping one time, they gave us hardtack for dinner, then we're like, lol, JK, the chili's almost done. Yeah, I kind of fuck with hardtack. I might even like it better than the neutral loaf. Because even though it's plain, I'll sit here and eat it. Yeah, compared to like this. Yeah, this isn't like appallingly bad. It's not as good as this though. This just continues to be good. The hardtack kind of goes crazy though. It's too fresh, it's just a big cracker. Gotta put this thing in the bilge for like a month or so to really get it like, to really get it to the consistency of like sea rations. Like, I can never hate it, man. We're born of the same blood. We're both big crackers. Mmm. Do not store food in the bilge. Oh, hey, Fonks, thanks for the gift sub to God Hates Me 666. The most satanic, sorry, the most satanic man in chat. Dude, it kind of goes great. This is my second favorite thing. Hardtack is better than everything except maybe the Warden burger. I would pick this over Nutriloaf. I know it's not nutritionally consistent and like to be a, oh, I got a little ketchup on it. Oh, is that good? That's fine. It's like delightfully like salty. Real chewy. How much to combine them all into a super sandwich? You want a gruel on there too? $50 and I'll try them all as one giant sandwich. Chewy is how you know it's not right. I mean it more in like a... like you gotta chew a lot. It's not chewy, it's hard all the way through. But I think that it's gonna get harder as it sits. $50? Yeah. 50 and I'll make a sandwich and take a bite out of it. Easy. Yeah, as it loses the water to the air. I gotta save at least some of this so that I can try it in like a week or so. Oh my... Bob, 29 gift subs? Alright. Alright, YouTube bros. You've been bought out. There was a YouTube bro who asked for the bounty. Oh my gosh, you could you hear the car horn attempting? No, not anymore. Dude, thank you so much for 29 gift subs. Wow. Okay, let's make a sandwich here. Let's get a little bit of Warden burger on there. Excellent. All this food being like Play-Doh really helps shape it onto the sandwich. Will this be better or worse than the sum of their parts is the real question. Then mash on some Nutriloaf. And then, yeah, you know what? Yeah, just a little bit of gruel. We're fucking peasant maxing right now. Peasant mukbang videos be like... Yeah, you get a... Yeah, bro. Get a side shot of that. The the gruel Nutriloaf Warden Burger hardtack sandwich. It's gonna break my fucking teeth. Try to bite into it. All right, here she blows, boys. Oh my god. Well, it's not very good. It's not disgusting, but it's not, like, great either. The gruel is the worst of it. By flavor, the gruel tastes like basically nothing. But man, does the Nutriloaf really comes through as being the detrimental flavor here. Like, it's really not good. I can see, like, after a couple bites, you start getting used to it, but, like, it's really not great. About adding ketchup? I don't think it would work for this guy, but I'll try. It's a little bit better. Not that much better, though. Not better enough to justify its existence, that's for damn sure. Wasn't Nutriloaf outlawed? Wait, what? Was it outlawed? Oh, hang on. A lot of states have banned it. Yeah, actually, wait. Nutriloaf is banned in a lot of states. It's not banned in all of them, I don't think, but it's banned in a lot of them. Not fully outlawed. It's not like that bad, okay? I'm looking through the articles right now. There was one written on August 10th about how it's literally torture to feed people. To feed people this once a week. I don't want to simp for the prison complex here, but like once a week you can tank some subpar slop. It's really not that bad. Unless I accidentally made it better. It's really not that bad. And the Warden Burger is really not that bad. Exaggerate. I mean, all news stuff is gonna be. Having to eat nothing but this for a week, that would be pretty rough. What is on screen? Well, in the middle, there is a sandwich made of hardtack, gruel, Warden Burger, and Nutriloaf. The Warden Burger, honestly, the fact that there was a scandal over the Warden Burger calling it the same as Nutriloaf is a little bit fucked up. It's really not as bad as Nutriloaf. At least not as bad as this Nutriloaf. Warden Burger is like fine. It's not. That's the thing, is that if you eat anything that's like mid long enough, it's gonna be pretty foul. It's just not that bad, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. If you shanked another inmate and your punishment was getting put on warden burger for 2 weeks, it's not the worst thing they could be doing to you. You got away pretty easy. If it's moldy, then it's fucked up. Because then you can get sick from it. I am using fresher ingredients. That's the thing, is that I can only imitate this as much as, like, I can get a hold of the stuff. I need to start sailing the high seas, though. That hardtack kind of goes. That one would be probably the most, that and gruel would be the most rough to eat long term, but I'm telling you, man, the hardtack I'm putting as like second favorite is basically just a big cracker. Alright, hang on a second. Leave the ingredients outside for a week. I'll put a piece of this in the fridge for a week and then come back and see if it tastes better or worse. I'm assuming it's not going to taste better. Well, have you had sea salt to the hardtack? Oh, baby. It's pretty salty already. You have to try those hardtack recipes from Tasting History, like Hellfire Stew. Yeah, I got to. I have a decent amount of it left. This is fucking easy to make. I just mix this shit up, roll it out thin, and then poke it with a fork and throw it in the oven for 45 minutes. It's made from only like 3 ingredients, and salt is one of those. All right. I think we've done enough damage for today. Let's find someone to raid real fast. I think we've found out what we came to find out. You just made hard saltines? That's what it is, dude. It's just hard saltines. Get some grog and you got a meal fit for a sea dog. Yeah, I need to brew my own sketchy alcohol for this too. I guess I have some of that brewing. Who the fuck is this guy? Wait, what? Who are these people? Why does it now show other people on my followed streamers list on Twitch? What the fuck are they adding, bro? Oh, hang on. Hang on, wait. Hunger Service is live. Hang on, I don't get to raid him too often. Is he about to end?
Have a wonderful night and great west.
Oh yeah, they're leaving. Okay, never mind. I won't raid him. Every time I raid him, it's at like the end of his stream. It's kind of evil. Let's see. Let's do the crunch. Make grog following the Monkey Island recipe. What is the Monkey Island grog recipe? Hang on, I was gonna raid Boone a while ago, and then I got distracted and raided someone else instead. Let's raid Boone tonight. Let's raid the Booner. Why are we ending a stream where Slab is happier than when he started? Why do you I don't have to be miserable for you to get fun out of this. Alright. There'll be a stream tomorrow. Just as a tease, and this is gonna depend on whether air gas gives me trouble or not. Otherwise, the stream will get postponed to next week, and I have an alternate stream for tomorrow. But tomorrow, we're going to be building a thermal lance out of meat. I've done some research. I've calculated some theory. Theoretically, I think we can get a thermal lance burning hot enough to cut metal using nothing but meat. So I'm gonna attempt it tomorrow. But if they don't sell me oxygen or I have trouble getting that, then we'll put that off. It'll be a different day. But that's the tentative plan. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Twitch, we'll see you at 6 p.m. EDT. For YouTube, we'll cut out the beginning and you'll get me at 7 p.m. I will see you guys around. I'll catch you later. Goodbye. Alright, we've raided out into Mr. Boone, but I'm still here with the YouTube bros. Hang on a second. A thermal meat lance? Yeah, thermal lance is like typically it's a tube full of iron rods, and you blast pure oxygen through it, and it gets it reactive enough that you can catch the rods on fire, and it burns iron or steel as fuel, which is really cool. But in this case, I'm gonna fill it full of beef sticks, and it's going to burn beef as fuel. So we'll see how that goes. Any case, I'll see you guys tomorrow as well at 7 p.m. If you want to catch the daily games and the chat and banter, you can join us on Twitch at 6. Otherwise, I'll see y'all then. Thank y'all for showing up. Goodbye.